for.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Well, this Bucs defense, you remember, pretty stout last. Year, the number 6 overall unit in the NFL.
And I think that as the season wore on, and you pointed this out to me as well, you start to see some of their rookies. They played a little more like a defense down the stretch. They were truly the best defense in the NFL.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. On the stop, it was Mike Hughes.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem? Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Really nice job there by the interior of the Kansas City defensive line, and they're a stout unit to run against. They do an excellent job there bottling that play up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Brady doesn't like the formation here. He'll take a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Brady now to throw. Flushed out right. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there. And they're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And this may be a big... Early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover.
I would know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they've got 2 for 2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Fourth didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Now, this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play,
Matt, back in February. And what kind of chances do you give them back? You know, it hasn't been done since the Super Bowls in 2000. In 2005.
Well, when you analyze this team, you start with the front office. It's the same GM. The head coach and his staff essentially the same. All 20.
Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
This Kansas City defense will definitely come after you, and they have one of the higher blitz rates in the NFL. They dial one up there, and they get there to make the sack.
Hughes, and the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now that'll be Tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Fournette, a first down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes you're